Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Linny and today we're on my island Cliffweed. We're going to work on a sunken neighborhood today, and initially I didn't have any ideas for it, but as you may have seen in the preview, I made a pumpkin patch sunken neighborhood out of it. So I hope you enjoy this process and the speed build, and let's get right into it actually. By now it probably has been a few days of streams, but last time, while recording this last time on stream, we decorated the area in front of my house and added this tulip field in front of it with a picnic area, some bunnies, and a gardening spot, and some duckies. One ducky is lost, but maybe it will make it over to its family. And today I thought we could work on this sunken neighborhood area, which is quite big actually. We have a lot of space up here in the middle. I don't really have a plan, so we're going off of my intuition and vibes. I do need to change the house exteriors, but Pom Pom will probably leave the island, so I will leave it like this and change it at a later date. Alrighty, to start off, I'm going to place on my workbench and the storage shed first, just so that working on this area will be easier. And then I think I'm going to start off with placing down a path. I think I want to make it quite windy. Question is, which one should I choose? I have 3 paths, but I think I'm going to go with the grass one. So as always, I'm going to place down the middle part of the path first, just so I can kind of visualize the shape. I know some of my friends place down immediately the right corners and stuff, but for me it's a little bit confusing when I do it that way. Also, I think it's easier to do the path this way because I will always see where I can place it, or I have to place it, and I don't have to switch around as much with the coats. I think I want to add a fence around Pom Pom's house, maybe like this. And then we can add another path going this way. I would also like to add a tree stump somewhere. I just had a thought of adding a pumpkin patch here. I want my island to be quite farmy, so adding a pumpkin patch with a bunch of white pumpkins might be cute. So now I'm just placing the path down where the pumpkins will go. I will probably mix the pumpkins with different items, as well as some mum flowers maybe. I wonder if the 3.0 update will also make putting paths down easier. Since we will get an assist for waterscaping and terraforming, maybe there will also be an assist for putting down paths. I'm so excited about the update. I can't wait to decorate some islands with my friends and community members. I think we will be able to do a lot of fun challenges. I was actually even thinking of closing off this area. If you have watched my previous video on this island, you will know that my goal is to create one path that will lead around visitors. So I realized afterwards that this bridge might lead to a detour, and I would go against my plan. Okay, I think I made a little mistake while recording, but I added some pumpkins, a mum, a tree that I want to stunt. Or, not stunt, I want to drop this tree. And a weed here. And then I also made a log bench I wanted to add, so that it will look like it's coming from this tree stump that we will add later. Since my island's name's Cliffweed, I also wanted to add some weeds to the cliffs. I really like the autumnal weeds grown out. Okay, so I took a small break to get groceries. So I time traveled back a little bit, and I just had the idea to use a watering can as well. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier. will switch out the fence again. Then we could maybe do an opening here. If you're interested in any of the codes I'm using, you can find them all on my cart, which I will be linking somewhere. I think my account is too new to link stuff on my bio, but maybe in the comments or on screen. Do we think it would be weird if I would put a blanket, this front blanket, underneath a decaying tree, or would it be whimsical? Oh, that's so pretty. I love this item on this island. I usually never used it before. Alright, so I did end up time traveling 2 days, just so that the trees could grow out, and it started snowing. I love the really light snow that doesn't stick. I think I want to do this house area next. I actually just realized that the snow probably counts as water and that I don't have to water my crops. I just had another idea. I probably can't put anything in front of it, but maybe I don't have to. It doesn't need to be an extension of the house. Since we have some hay here, it kind of look like a barn or like stables. You can see the little horsey. I like this a lot. I do want to put a coat under all of this though, now that I thought about it. I do think it will look a bit more dynamic and maybe also realistic if we have a coat here. Should I add another bucket? Should I add a bucket behind the horsey? Oh no. This island has been very fun to decorate. It feels kind of freeing that I terraformed everything first. I mean, I talked about it, and I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it feels like I have to think less, because now when I have a new area to work on, it's not that I have to think about the terraforming and the decorating, it's just one thing. This whole build is just trial and error. I feel like it's what I usually do. I sometimes have a vision, but most times I just have a vague idea of what I want to do, and then it's just trying things out until I like them. I don't know if the windmill would look good here. That's right behind that house. I would like to have just some sky above this middle house. It's always nice. Well, not always, but I like having a horizon line in most builds. So we can definitely add the windmill up here. I still don't know though which theme I want to do for my next island. I've been thinking that depending on whether or not we will be able to save the dream addresses. I don't know how to call them. They're not slumber islands, but the new islands that we will get where we can decorate with friends. If we will be able to save those and restart them or reset them, I think I would have a forever island. I don't know if my next one or maybe the one afterwards, because then I don't see the point in restarting again, because I could just save those mini islands, have one really practical island where I would have an orchard, have a farm. I don't think I would play vanilla, but I would maybe try to make money myself and get more items. I would probably still time travel. I think that might be really nice, but Like I said, it would only be the case for me personally if we will be able to reset the mini islands. And I'm also not sure if we will be able to place buildings on those mini islands. Personally, I really hope we will be able to at least place down the villager houses, because like over here, I like to include them into builds. Just waterscaping or terraforming is fun and decorating that, but I like to add buildings into my decorating as well. And I think it makes it look more natural as well. I don't know, I just don't want to just have fake buildings on my island. Or maybe give us new buildings, that would be great too, that we could place. Like an HHP where we have the hospital or the cafe. That would actually be really nice too. But please let me know what you guys are planning for the future. Are you planning to restart before the 3.0 update? Or do you want to grind to get more items before it drops on your current island? How are you preparing? I definitely want to restart this, so I'm gonna try and grind and finish this island in time until the end of the year. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the speed build. I will probably work on this further on stream. So if you're interested, you can find my Twitch over on my card. It's just Let Me Off the Valley as well. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, evening, night, morning, whichever it is. And please take care of yourself. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.